All right, so Forza Horizon 5 is coming to the PS5.
If they ever bring Gears and Halo to PS5, they're pussies.
That's
probably
definitely
will.
going to happen. It's guaranteed.
Forza, I feel like even though it is one of the 3 pillars, it's not as...
No.
It's
you're
not
not
as...
understanding. There's no more pillars. And you know what the crazy part is? This Forza, it's not the main one, but Horizon is the better one. That's the one that people like. That's the one that everybody like. The Horizons are the fun, the bright, the colorful ones.
They're easier to get into.
Exactly.
Forza Motorsport is more for
too.
people who are
That's
like hardcore race car fans.
That's going to go to PlayStation 2. I don't think there's going to be any Xbox exclusive. I think that's a done deal. Like, people that still think that there's going to be exclusives for Xbox are crazy.
I was saying it's not that big a deal yet because still Halo and Gears are still seen as like, you know, that's
Halo,
like
the next Halo
when
game
Halo
is
and
gonna
Gears
be
come.
on the Switch 2, bro.
Listen, I don't have enough time right now to tell you why Xbox is in the place that it is, but they've basically given up. A lot of people think that it started with the Xbox One, but the reality is it kind of started in the 360 era. Because like I remember when the 360 era was happening, I was a 360 fanboy, but I was of the impression that they won that generation.
Yeah.
What happened was Sony got off to a bad start, but by the end of that generation, they were like tied with the 360 in hardware sales. They already started making the comeback. Plus they started making games like Uncharted, the first Last of Us. Then you have the Xbox One where...
That's the problem. They were making the games that people wanted to play. Xbox is now just buying IPs. They're we're gonna buy Call of Duty, but we're still gonna sell it everywhere. If you had some balls, you would have bought Call of Duty and said you can only play it on Xbox, bitch. That would have sold some Xboxes. 1,000.
Yeah, it would have.
It would have sold a lot.
They would have lost a bunch of money though.
They would have lost a bunch of money, but it would have sold. You could put it on everything but PlayStation. You could put it on Xbox. You could play some PC.
What they're doing now,
the Switch. Switch.
Because the Xbox is doing so poorly, what they're doing is they're just taking the safe route to make money.
Yeah, basically. I don't even think they're gonna do consoles. They're just gonna. Other people are gonna be able to make Xboxes. Like
there's a rumor that
Lenovo are gonna just make.
There's
PCs.
a rumor that there'll be at least one more Xbox.
I think they'll make like
gen.
You know how like Android, how Pixel is like the baseline for Android, and then there are other people that make Android phones. I think Microsoft's gonna make like a base Xbox every generation. It's gonna be like, hey, if you want to play our games guaranteed, you can get this thing right here. It'll work. Or you can get a Steam Deck, or a this, or a that, or a this.
That's not gonna happen. A, B.
That's not gonna happen.
There's also rumors that both Microsoft and PlayStation are making their own handhelds. The thing about the Steam Deck.
By Steam Deck, I mean like all their games are gonna be available on every other platform. So if you don't want an Xbox, you can play their games on Steam or PlayStation. But they're still
on
gonna
Steam.
Yeah, or
not Game Pass though.
Aren't the games that are on Game Pass also available on Steam?
On Steam, not on Game Pass. You can't install Game Pass on the Steam Deck or any Linux distribution.
No, but if Microsoft is making the game, even if it's not through Game Pass,
like
Call of Duty, you buy
that's
it
what
on
I'm saying.
Steam.
If the game is on Steam, you can play it.
Yeah, so they don't give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. Like
the Game Pass subscription thing, you can't.
Yeah, but I'm saying they're not even going to care about that. They're just going to be making the games, and they're going to make a baseline Xbox, and then they're going to just leave it up to the third party to make like consoles. And like, hey, if you want a super fast Xbox, you can go with this Lenovo, yada yada yada.
I don't even know if they're going to do that because Steam is doing that right now.
But they have the games, they have the IPs. So I'm like, they'll make a base so that they're like, hey, if you want to play Xbox games with Game Pass, you can get this box.
I mean, the handhelds are already.
Yeah, they're already a thing. But who's to say like somebody won't make a square little console that you can put under your TV and it runs Game Pass games and I don't know, shit like that. That's not by Microsoft. Like, why not?
Yeah, they already have those.
Yeah, like why can't Dell just make that?
Because they don't want to lose money.
No, but it doesn't have to be a Microsoft brand. They could just call it a gaming console, and you can say it plays Xbox games, and it can have a disk drive.
They don't want to lose money. Like, they already sell PCs which do that, and they have Asus has the ROG Ally, which runs Windows, so it's already that.
So that they're just gonna leave it to the third party to just make these devices, and they're just gonna make the games and have
Steam. The Steam Deck has Steam OS, which is a Linux thing that Steam makes. They are starting to do that. The next Legion Go or whatever is going to be a Windows version and a Steam OS version.
Oh, see, Windows got to nip that in the butt.
Steam and Microsoft have actually been at war for like a while.
They got to nip that in the butt. They got to stop that.
Yeah, we'll see.